You can see how badly some of these top ones are warped. The bottom one's a little bit too, actually. Over here you can see, and then these ones are really badly warped. Rach and I are just going for a walk this morning before we get started with our day. It is beautiful out. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jess, and in today's video I am going to be prepping for my upcoming container market, but I'm not going to be prepping my regular inventory. I am going to be prepping for a second sale that I'm holding. If you're unfamiliar with the story, I have decided to close my business due to personal health reasons. You can see other videos to kind of explaining a little bit more detail what's going on, but everything's fine. I'm fine. It's mostly just precautionary, but some inventory left that I don't really want to be stuck with. So I'm still ordering. I close on July 31st is my last day, and I'm still ordering inventory, new inventory coming in up until then, because I am getting lots of orders, lots of wholesale orders, which is really great. I really appreciate that. I also have some inventory that's come in over the last few years that I've just been hanging on to, and it is stuff that is fine, but maybe has some imperfections on it, like the handle's a little off, or has a little nick in it or something on the spoons or the measuring spoons. It's just stuff like that, just little things that it doesn't affect the ability of the product, but isn't perfect for full price selling. So I'm not going to offer this online. I am going to offer it at my last market, which is a month long. It's the Petawawa Container Market, which starts next Friday. It's Wednesday the 24th, I think, today. So next Friday, June 2nd is the first day that I will be there, and I'm probably going to go up on the 1st to set up, because that's when I officially take over the container for the month. But anyway, so I am prepping my slightly imperfect inventory. Cat's making a mess. For doing a second sale, so that way I'm not going to be stuck with a whole bunch of products. I already have, my cupboards are already full. I don't need any more, trust me. So, and then people will get a good discount on something as long as they don't mind it being a little bit different. That's what I'm going to be doing in this video. I am going to start with my measuring spoon sets, and the measuring spoon sets are kind of hard because you have to have one of each. So I've got tons of the 1/4 teaspoons and 1/2 teaspoons, but I don't have a whole lot of the 1 teaspoon and 1 tablespoon ones. So I'm going to see what I can put together with sets, and for sets of 4, and we will go from there. So let's jump right into it. Alright, so pardon the appearance of my messy desk. I haven't really cleaned up since I did some of my spoons the other night, but I've got 4 sets. So this one actually had a sunflower on it. I'd completely done it and then realized that the hole is sideways on it, so I never put it in a thing. And the teaspoon measurement on it, if I can get focus, is really light as well. You can still see it, but it's kind of faint. And then this one is, I had started on that as well and decided not to use it because, sorry, I'm gonna focus my camera here. It just had this dark stuff around it, and there was some like awkward going in there. And then this one, let's see, it is perfectly fine, except for, you can see this line here. I should set my camera up so I can hold it and show you with 2 hands. Is from the laser going a little bit crazy. And then this one, the actual thing up here is okay, needs good standing, but this down here, you can see the handle has a big chunk out of it, and it's like fraying. You can see it, like, so that will be needing to be sanded down. But yeah, so every set is kind of like that in their own way. They all have a thing that makes them kind of weird. This one has like a nick up here, you can see. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna do, this one is obviously gonna be sunflowers because they're already kind of started. I only found 4 because I could only find 4 of these guys so far. I do have another order coming in. It should be in next week. So I will, next Monday. So I'll peek through them real quick to see if I can collect any more. Obviously I'd prefer to sell them at full price, but yeah, so I think I'm just gonna do 1 of each. So sunflowers, bees, ferns and vines. For pricing, I have everything on my website and in person, 20% off retail until it closed, just as a thank you for the last 5 years and to help get rid of the inventory that I have left, obviously. But this stuff needs to go at a steeper discount. So I had thought of doing a second sale a while back and never ended up doing it. But so I think what I'm gonna do, because I was thinking between 40 and 60% off. So I think what I'll do is mark it at 30% off, and then do the 20% on top of that. So it'll be closer to 50%, and then that'll be a good range. And then if I have anything that is heavier damage or anything, I'll mark it at 40% off, and then I'll get the 20 on top of that. So that's my game plan. I will see how receptive people are to taking imperfect goods. I know some people won't care and some people will, but that's why we'll have the good products there as well, and they're still going to get a 20% discount. So it's a good deal either way you look. So all right, I'm gonna put the patterns on these, and pardon my appearance. I'm in my big blue sweater in my jammies. My hair's a mess. I just got back from golf, so it's actually probably close to 10 o'clock now, p.m. I golfed until about 8:30. I didn't get home till 9, and then I had a quick bite to eat because I hadn't had supper yet. Now I am down here, so the house is asleep while I'm talking quietly, and hoping to at least get a start on these measuring spoons tonight, and then tomorrow I will finish them up and look at... The cat is running around like crazy, I'm sorry. Tomorrow I will look at my wooden spoon collection and see what we can do with the ones I've been hanging on to with those guys. This one has 2 1 teaspoons in it. think I might trade this one out for another one just because the quarter on this is missing and it says 1 teaspoon. Now, I know anyone who knows anything about baking knows that this is more than a teaspoon, or is much less than a teaspoon, sorry, but I think I'm just gonna switch that one out anyway, so I'll grab a new one quickly now. Okay, so these are my little bags. This is just spare strings from sets that I've collected. These ones say perfect spares for good set, so if I had a good set and one of them had to be put into another bag because there was some damage done to it, I would put the remaining ones in here, or, you know, just set them aside as needed. So all of these ones are perfect and are just looking for spares. So if I pull a bad one out, I'll put one of these good ones in. Then I have these ones, which are the ones I'm using. So I use them for second sale. So I've got loads of little ones in here. A couple of teaspoons left. Just one, it looks like. And no tablespoons. So these are the ones that have cosmetic damage only. And then these guys are my practice only because they are too damaged. So they have big dings out of them or just no good. So unfortunately, there's lots of tablespoons in this one, just because of where the damage is on them. Usually it's in the bowl somewhere, so that's how I kind of separated them. I used to have them all in just one big pile, and then I'd have to like look through them all in like a little bin and try and find good ones for replacing damaged ones in sets. So I just have them in little Ziploc baggies now. I just organized them not that long ago. So I'm going to pull a 1/4 teaspoon out of this one. Now this is a lighter set over here, so I'm going to try and choose a lighter one. That one's not too bad. This one's light, but I don't like the shape of the bowl. It's like oblong and really flat in here. I feel like that would just be hard to use. That's the only reason it's in there. Oh, here's one here. Okay, so this one, you can see it says 1/4 teaspoon. It is a little bit light compared to this one. It's very faint. And this one also has a sideways thingy-mabob. That's what they're called, is thingy-mabobs. But that one suits, so I'll save this one for another time. It matches the set better being lighter. There. So, now we'll just do these ones. Okay, so that is done. I am thinking I'm gonna go to bed. It's almost 11 o'clock and it's been a busy day. I'll show you what they look like real quick. All I did was sand them and trace them, so tomorrow I will burn them. It won't take long. It's only 4 sets, and then those will be done and I'll be on to the next ones. I'm actually hoping to finish everything up pretty well by tomorrow or Friday, and then that's it. And then I can spend next week getting ready, packing up for the show, and probably doing up a bit of extra inventory, whatever I can manage, because a fair bit of what I have made is set aside for wholesale orders right now. So there is the vines. Got the sunflowers over here, the ferns, and my famous bumblebees. So, sorry, I have the light behind me right now, so it's casting a big shadow. But that is it for me for tonight, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Isn't it nice? Hey guys, Rach and I are just going for a walk this morning before we get started with our day. It is beautiful out. It's only supposed to be 16 today, but I had to take my coat off already because it feels a lot warmer than that. So we are out enjoying the sunshine this morning, and then I will get back to work shortly. Hey guys, all right, so I am back downstairs, ready to work. Apologies for the dehumidifier. It runs pretty much constantly these days. Spring anyways. Rachel's napping. I just had some lunch. I'm ready to go. However, while I was having my lunch, I was looking at my channel analytics. If you follow the channel, you know likely that every month I do an update on how my channel is growing. This is my 3rd month as a YouTuber. So I was growing kind of according to what I was expecting for the last couple of months, and this month has just been horrible. So I'm got like 1 new subscriber all month each. My views are okay. I'm posting the same amount of videos, so I was like, what the hell is going on? I've only posted 4 shorts all month. Like, that is where I get the majority of my subscribers from. So I was like, oh my god, there's a problem. So I made a short real quick, posted that. Actually, I just took some B-roll from a while ago that performed well on Instagram and converted that into a short. So I'm gonna try and post a short every single day for the rest of the month. It's already the 25th of May, so damage is kind of already done. So I am almost positive I'm not going to be reaching my goal this month, but that's okay. There's always next month. We'll just do better. Next month I'm really excited for because of the container markets, which is what I'm here prepping for. So it will be good times. Good times. I think it's going to do really well. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, back to it. I just had to share that. I'm about to get started burning those measuring spoons. It's currently, I don't even know what time it is. Probably like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, let's get burning, and then if I still have time, I will pull out some spoons and see what we've got for inventory that we can use for our second sale for that. So that's done. I'm done my measuring spoons. Ignore the hair, it is a whole thing today. So I'm gonna go grab some wooden spoons and see what we've got to work with. Okay, so I actually only found 4 out of the entire batch of 100, which is really good. Usually I have like a 10% margin of error, and honestly these ones aren't even really that bad. You can see kind of just by the variations here, and down here, but they're so minor that you can't even really tell. I'm probably still going to add them anyways because I'll have to sand them and it will make them a little uneven. But I also found these 2 spoons that I've had for quite a while, and I've just been hanging on to them, and I kept them. There's nothing wrong with the spoon. This one has like a little bit of imperfection here, but you can almost not even see it. It's still smooth, but you can see the grandma's kitchen is like really crooked on it. Can you tell how crooked that is? And then Oma's kitchen, actually it's a little crooked, it's not too bad, but the wood burning of the words is really thin, so I never ended up selling it because I didn't like it. So I will add those into the second sale as well. So I'll have 6 spoons, so that's not bad. Not like I want a whole bunch of products in this second sale, but it is nice to have a few anyways for people to have the option to choose something less if they want to. And very conveniently, there's 4 again, so I'm just gonna do one of each design. Okay, so it is loud out here too because there's construction going on across the road, or some landscaping anyways. So Rachel's running across the lawn. I have 9 boards total, which is actually more than I thought. 8 of them are the acacia boards, and most of them are just a little bit off level, so they would easily be fixed with some little bumpers on the bottom, which I will apply, but because they are a little bit warped, you can see Rachel like where's my finger? Way back there. She's going back to the back shed because the 4-wheeler's back there, so she likes to sit there and look at it until somebody takes her for a ride. So I gotta go chase after her in a second here, but yes, so 8 of them are, most of them are just a little bit warped. One of them has a wee little split in the middle. It's not split through, but where it was attached isn't perfect, so that's the other one. And then the other one is one of my paddle boards, and it's got kind of a big like impression in it, not a scratch, but an impression that I'm not gonna be able to get out. So as long as you're okay with that, that one's gonna be on for a really steep discount as well. So I'm just walking back to get Rachel because she's not coming back. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take them out to the garage, which is why I'm outside right now, because that's where my big sanding thing is, and I'm gonna give them all a good sanding down, make sure there's no little surface scratches on them, and get them ready. And instead of just doing my usual herbs pattern on it that I do for the acacia boards, I'm going to, hi Rach, what are you doing? So anyways, what I'm gonna do instead of just doing my usual herbs pattern, because there's 8 of them, is I think I'm gonna get creative with other patterns. I might, I mean, I don't know how much time I have really, honestly, to do this, and I probably won't put all of them in this vlog, but I will show you once we get to the actual container markets what I've done up. But I'll do 1 or 2 with the herbs pattern, and then I will do maybe a couple of them with like my sunflowers, bees and ferns, because that's on my other cutting board, so I might do 1 of each of those. And so if I do 1 of each of those plus 1 of the herbs, that's up to 4. I'm going to do 2 of the herbs, that'll be 5, and then I'll have 3 left. And I think I might just allow myself to get creative with them and kind of do whatever I feel like doing. So whether it's a drawing I've already done before, or that I put on a pattern, like that I put on it, or something totally different, because there's only 3 left, so why not? And they're going for a discount anyway, so I don't want to put in like crazy amounts of time and energy into it, but at the same time it's kind of fun to do something different every once in a while. So that is the game plan for the rest of today. I started with the bees, but then Rach woke up, so we came outside. Not the bees. I started with the spoons, and then Rach woke up, so we came outside. So I ended up only having 3 spoons instead of the 4, because when I sanded the one, it was so minor you couldn't even see it. Like, it looks like I couldn't even find it after I sanded it with just a finishing sander. So there was less of a mark in it than I had thought. So that's fine. I'm going to try and get myself out of the shadow. Yes, baby. Okay, thank you. Here you go. going to just put that one back in with the regular inventory. So I'll have 3. I've got the 2 other ones, and I think I've only got a couple of the herb spoons left. They were not super popular, so I think I'm going to throw them in with the second sale as well, even though there's no technical damage to them. I'll just mark them as clearance. So I'll have, I think I've only got 3 or 4 of those left as well, maybe 3 at most actually. So that'll be a decent little collection of spoons. I do have another order of measuring spoons coming in next week that I will peek through to see if there's any slightly cosmetically damaged ones that I can throw into the second sale. It is running for a whole month, so I mean I can keep adding to it as I go too. It's not a big deal. And then that'll be it. I don't have any rolling pins. I do have 2 rolling pins, but they're actually too damaged to use. They both came with like big splits down them, like cracks in the wood, so you couldn't actually use them because I think if you put them in the water, the split would get worse, and then they'd be no good at all. So if somebody wanted them as display only, that would be the only thing. I honestly don't know if I'm gonna waste my time on them. We'll see, because it'd have to be such a steep discount, and they're very expensive to buy. I honestly shouldn't even be wholesaling them because I made almost no profit on them. But it is what it is. So, oh my goodness, little black flies are out. So I'm gonna get into the grass before the bugs. I end up swallowing a bug. And Daniel is gonna be off the bus any minute, so I'm gonna wrap that up here. I will update you later tonight on where I am at with the boards, but probably gonna end this vlog tonight, and then we're into the weekend, and next week is gonna be all prep for the container market. I'm gonna go on Thursday to set up, and Friday is my first day, next Friday, so looking forward to it. You can see how badly some of these top ones are warped. The bottom one's a little bit too, actually. Over here you can see, and then these ones are really badly warped. And then this one on top has that ding in it right there, if my camera will focus, which doesn't look horrible, but it's pretty obvious on the whole board. So this is beautiful. Okay, so I've got a peony. I've got some butterflies around a wildflower. I've got my anemone drawing and the wildflowers. Okay, so I just came outside to say my closing for the video, just because I tried to record it inside and I was whispering. I'm still kind of whispering. I just put the kids to bed, and as usual, Rachel's having a hard time sleeping. So yeah, game plan tonight is probably just to do up the last of those spoons. I think I'm just gonna do them all as bees, just because those are the most popular and I'd like to get rid of them. So the sunset's pretty behind me. So yeah, so probably do those up tonight. I'm gonna do the 4 boards tomorrow. I really like just playing with fun designs, so they're just, you know, second sale item anyways, so I'm sure they'll do fine. I think they're really pretty. I love flowers, so I'm partial to all of them. And then I'll do a couple more of the herbs ones, and then I'm not sure what I'll do with the other 2. I'll think of something. I don't need to have all 8 ready for the first week, I'm sure. But yeah, so that's my game plan tonight. I'll do up the 3 bee spoons tonight, and then I'll work on those boards throughout the weekend. Tomorrow is Friday, so I've got a few things on the go tomorrow. But yeah, so I'm gonna wrap up this video here. Thank you guys so much for following along for the very first portion of the container market series, prepping for the second sale. So you'll see the final product of the boards in my next video, which is going to be more of a prep video for getting my stuff together, getting the container put together. So I'm very, very excited for that. So yeah, for now, have a good night. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.